All right, this video recap should be quicker for Friday, September 26th. As much as I struggled in yesterday's, which was that long-winded 50-minute recap, this one will be quick because I could only trade market open, and I traded as close as perfect to possible with these numbers here. I was there was good news early morning, so I was definitely thinking we were going up at market open, and that's all I was trading today. And that strategy was correct. That was the right, I guess, the right direction. It flipped later in the day when I was done. And if I was trading at that time, maybe I would have got caught, but it was a hard spike down and eventually came all the way back up. So let's go to the trades. There's only 3 accounts I traded. I'll isolate them to make it easier. There was an automated trade early on that one. It was a small trade right here. And then 9:35, it looks like I started trading. And those are might be the only 2 losses of the day. I don't even know if they were a loss because, again, we look at the group. One closed at this time. So really, even though these are lost, the account was at $22. It closed at 60. Oh, right here. $50. So even though that's a loss, the sequence of trades, and we'll go look at that one at 9:35. We entered it, and no ES today. It's just MQ. All right, so it definitely was in up mode here, and I was looking at the market metrics too. But once this level broke, I was only looking for 5 to 7 points here. And strategies to add in at the levels. So as it's dropping, we're adding in. It was stalling right here, so I was confident. It was a good add in. Added in again. It didn't quite get me out there. I'm not even sure where my targets were. I might have been up here. So I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts. And there you go. So purposely, you have a level, you have a whole number. I was shooting for that. So even my original entry was at 90. So that's why that was such a good trade. And look at the exit. A tick in front of and that's why I always say this is a real thing. And I tried, of course, to get the runner. I never get the runner. I might as well just take them all out. I gave 5 points back there instead of just getting them all out. But, almost to the tick. And that's why my add-ins and my exits are so good. Because of these levels and because whole numbers are real things. I actually use that in my trading. It looks like I had a couple of I was trying to get runners and it just never works out. So I gave back 5 points on these. I might have traded something else. I was flipping accounts, so let's go see what the next. I think it was only one more trade here. Yeah, it was a 20-minute break, so I probably traded other accounts and then I came in later and traded a little bit more. So we'll just look up to here, 9:55. And out pretty quickly. Man, I got another $50. It was a great trade. Let's see what it looked like. Should be coming over right here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Same thing. Thinking we're going to hit the level and go right back here, which we did. We dipped a little bit. We never even came in here. And I added in at the whole number here. We never even had to add in here. As soon as it came roaring back, I got out a little bit earlier. All of these made profit. I think I had something on my other chart. One of the EMAs. So I'm just trying to make this quit. I'm never going to pull that chart. And that was it. I traded later in the day, like 1 o'clock. Be 13 something. Yeah, here you go. Same thing. Playing the levels. It didn't quite hit the level here. And normally if it doesn't hit it, it will go back and hit it. It might test here and exactly what I thought. Once it pulled back, I got in this level. And again, got it really quick. I must have had, for me to get out earlier, and again, it was there was something here. Because look where I got out, and it did reject. And I could have kept going down. Now it hit here and went back where it should have. But I must have had like an EMA. One of the EMAs must have been here. So it was a great escape. I was already up for the day, and that was the last trade of the day on that account anyway. Let's go to the next account and see what that was like. 0 losing trades. That was 942, 943. It's like a really good trade. So those I probably loaded up on, for me anyway. And within 2 minutes, look at that profit. So again, this is one got a good read on the market. 942. And I didn't have a lot of time this morning. If it was too crazy, I wouldn't have traded at all, and it wasn't. So, yeah, I was thinking about this. The market was moving pretty quick here. Again, playing this level back to here. And it didn't work out. It moved pretty damn quick against me. But added in here. Added in here. Didn't get out here, because that was my entry. It was actually 92, so I was expecting to move to here. When it came back down, I did add it at that, exactly at that level. So I'm at 1, 3, 4, 5 contracts. And there you go. Once it, it did, again, you're looking at these levels. This right here is a first standard deviation. That is real. Because look, it did it right here. And it could have came back down if it was going to continue. But it was a strong uptrend at this point. At market open, everything, energy was up. And I was able to get out again, specifically in front of the 700. And it blasted through it this time. But it was, the account with that one trade was right there. So how to be happy with that, one and done. And the next account, this is what I'm trading. Yeah, and what I went through yesterday with these trades, in a trade for 45 minutes, you could see how quick and a 72 cent loss obviously wasn't a loss. It was part of this grouping here. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4 contracts. Started at 22. And if it's a $50 trade, so Ninja Trader counts it as a loss, which is fine for me. So I took a trade here, and then a half hour later, I took more at 12 o'clock. So I was in and out, jumping in and out. So let's just look at these. The first grouping here, 946, it looks like. And again, I wasn't copy trading, I was just switching accounts. And that would be this account here. Okay, I see what's going on. So we're up for the day. We're approaching VWAP, Ludwig levels. This is probably why I loaded up. Once we started moving up, I got out. It must have been stolen. Just took 4 or 5 points there. Entered again. Yeah, so I took my profit. It came back down. Got in again. Boom. Took my profits. Let me see what else there was. How much did I make on those? Oh, 951. I get in again here. So I made some money there. Now I get in a few minutes later. I waited for the pullback here. This level, once it didn't go here and it broke, I was like, all right, we're going back here. Entry. Looks like I took profits really quick here. Market move isn't quick, so another quick win. That was it. All right, let's see what else happened. 39 to 40, 10 after 10. So it was an hour later. And I can't watch it, so I probably was busy doing other things. Did I short that? No, it was yeah, it was a short. Holy crap. So it was a ballsy move, but it was a pretty strong move down. I thought we were probably going to 600 there, which we never did. Then I got out of it. Yes, I was going to play the move from here, because normally when it breaks the 6, it will go back and test it. And it kind of sort of did. It got to 603 and then shot back up. So I only took 2 points. I probably didn't like it because it didn't go immediately, and just cut out of it. And that was it. So that was the recap. I said it was going to be a quick one. Looks like I took something at 12. Let's see what was going on at 12. 12.24, really quick trade. There you go. Looks like it's Ludwig. Okay, so what's the logic here? We break these Ludwig levels, which are, very strong levels. If this was going to continue down, so not only that, it blasted through Globex, VWAP, and these Ludwig levels. Like I said, the Ludwig levels are the most relevant. And here's another VWAP. I have two different VWAPs. It blasted through all these. Once this happened, I was like, we're going up. And I was kind of done trading, but I was like, it's going to give me the money. I'm going to take it. So it breaks it, comes back, breaks it again. I know we're going up. So I get in right on the line, 54, and got out pretty quickly. Then again, could have got more, but wasn't being a pig about it. Up for the day, plenty of profit, busy, but great read on the market, and it shows why this strategy works so well. I think that was it. I don't think I did anything else. If you look at all the trades for the day, that was it. This comes up as 3 losses, but really not. It was none. And I love looking at these summaries because the numbers are so good. And it was only that one short trade I took was it. Only because I wasn't trading when that market flushed on the downside. I was done for a while, and then it probably shot down 150 to 200 points, and then it shot back up 100. And part of that shoot back up on the long side was that it broke this. If it was going to continue down, say it hit here and then rolled back down to here and broke this Globex, and then it came back again, now I would think it's probably going short. But the fact that it blasted through, now we're going up. So these lines will tell you. Now, I'm not trading really once we get over here. I don't know what's going to happen until it convincingly breaks the side, and it's going to go up, touch it, and exactly what happened. Usually it's a 10 point. It's got to break up by 10 points. In this case, it was a little less than 10 points, touch, and it went. I don't even know if it ever came back. Yeah, it did. So here's your break by more than 10 points. Here's a retest. This was a great trade too. Did it win? Of course it did. Of course it did. There's more than 20 points there. So, I would love to trade one NQ. I just don't know where my stop should be. If I was long here, if Globex breaks, we're probably going down. Really, I'd want my stop like here. But do I want to take a 30-point stop with one NQ and lose $600? Probably not. So this is why micros, this is why this works, because the NQ can blast through. And you can see it really didn't get any far. I feel like it's still going to go up from here. Yeah, see, so all these levels, it did break it, but this level, this is Globex, VWAP. These are all holding at this point. All holding. And again, you break it, you touch it, you go. You're in again. How many NQ trades do you need to be done for the day? So, got to think about it. I'd love to trade one NQ with these metrics and system, but I kind of enjoy the way I trade. So you can see it's all above here, and the longs are still winning. So if I was trading levels, even if I went long here and I'm in here, all the profit would be back. And this at least hit here before it went through, and it probably went right through it. Yeah, so it touched it and then eventually gets through it. Now I kind of like the shorts from up here. This is second deviation. One of my trades is once price enters this green line and this white line, I would start to short. Let's see. So as soon as it touched it, boom. How many points is that? You got 10 points up. For me, I'm a winner. So what happens? It touches this. I'm looking shorts here. Now once it goes here, you don't know, because an up day, it could go right back up. So I would stop trading at this point. And you could see it really doesn't know where it wants to go. It's anybody's guess at this point. Is it going back to here? Is it breaking through here? I don't know. That was the end of the day. So there you go. Market was closed. Anyway, that was a recap.